weird September morning when I wake up to 78 degrees. Actually went up in temperature, and I really got to go shopping today. Of course, it's supposed to be raining all day today, because that's what always happens to me. I always wait till the last minute to do something, and it's the worst possible time, ends up, at least. So, this is the weekend roundup and build that I like to have on Monday morning, but I do have some news. I'm going to wait a minute. Hopefully a couple of my peeps will show up. But, yeah, so. Yeah, the weekend actually went pretty good in regards to stream. We did have a couple crashing issues, but, you know, we'll dive into that a little bit. And, but Sunday was dominated by Black Rage. You don't realize just how big that place is. I'm sure you can get down in there, just like, you know, with your ex-girlfriend. You get in and get out. You can get in there and get out. I can't say that without laughing. But, man, if you go to explore, yeah, no. Fortunately, I don't really. Yes, I built a graphic for this for today. Unfortunately, it does probably require. You know what? Screw it. Who cares? Okay. So, anyways, as usual, my stream is all over the place, especially about Monday morning stream, and I just realized a few things over the past couple weeks, and let me just switch it over. Here we go. Earth-shattering news. 2 changes to my streaming. I'm going to read right off the screen because I'm a derelict. Change to my weekend schedule. I'm going to my Saturdays are not going to change. I'm going to do my 8 to 11 and 1 to 4. I seem to do very well with those. But talking to a friend last week that I work with, and he was just like, "Oh, you still streaming?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I was telling him, you know, and I was saying that, you know, my Sunday, I was getting a little cranky, and then Sunday afternoon, I'm super cranky. And he goes, "Yeah, that's called streamer fatigue." And I'm like, "Just make that up?" He's like, No, my friend is trying to be a streamer. It isn't working too great, but he's trying to be a streamer." And yeah, he was streaming every single day, and it was getting to him, and he'd be all bent out of shape over nothing. And he's like, "Yeah, it's streamer fatigue. You're just doing it too much." And I'm like, huh. This was a couple weeks ago, and that's what got me thinking that I need to. It's weird. My whole lineup is all changed because I wanted to make this graphic, so everything's all kind of functified here. Um, but he mentioned something about streamer fatigue, so I looked it up, and I guess it's the thing. I mean, if you really think about it, you do too much of one thing, you're gonna get fatigued off of it. So, I guess it's true. And so, I just decided, okay, I think it's time to start scaling back. Last week I was thinking about it, and then this week I was just kind of throwing it out there, like, yeah, maybe I should. And I really thought about it, and came to the conclusion after Sunday afternoon stream where I was again extremely cranky and annoyed at things. I realized as much as I want to stream, as much as I love doing it, I do have to cut back on it. I'm doing it too much. Even, you know, a month or two ago, I just decided, hey, no more Friday streams because it was just too much. And that kind of also tipped me off. I was like, oh my God, I'm really going to miss Friday streams, and I didn't. And so I cut Friday streams out. And then I think if I do this Sunday, that gives me an opportunity to get up around between 6 and 7 and have a couple hours to work on a video. I'd like to put out 1 video a week. It's not, or maybe 1 video every 2 weeks. It's not that hard to ask. I mean, shit. Metal Skulls pumps out like 4 or 5 a week. I can't do 1. Like, that's just sad on my account. So So yeah, and not only that, I'll end it too, and then that will give me a chance to do anything else I need to do, you know. So 10 to 2 is the new Sunday. Um, yeah, it's not a bad graphic, considering I did it in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, that's a record for me. I don't know what the hell. I put my I always put my coffee mug down in a place that is difficult for me to pick up with the handle, and I don't know why I do that. So, I was really hoping my peeps were on, because this would make a heck of a lot more sense with people responding, and above me was supposed to be the chat, but it didn't happen, and that's fine, because it is 7 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. Who the hell wants to be up and at 'em? So, and then the other one is no more of this Monday weekend roundup. I think it would have been much more prevalent if more people watched it, or they would need to watch it, or I would be doing specific things with my build that people were watching to see how it worked, see if it. I don't. Everything I do is pretty random. I have a hard time keeping hard time keeping things. As you could, all you have to do is listen to me for like 2 minutes. You know that I'm all over the place. And I have been taking my ADHD medicine because I know that just makes it worse. So at least for the short term, for the half hour after I take it, half hour to an hour after I take it, I just get blah, 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 blah. So like I'm doing right now, and I'm continually clearing my throat, and it's really kind of pissing me off right now. So yeah, there we go. So those are the two earth-shattering news. I'm gonna change up my schedule. Honestly, in regards to live streaming, there's only a couple people that actually come on, and I'm happy with that. I'm thrilled with that. I really don't want a ton of people. I don't. I just want enough people that I'm close to, that I'm friends with, that are just hanging with me, having fun. I'm sure they're doing their own thing kind of at their computer and keep me on the side watching. I love that. That's it. That's what I really really want. So I'm actually pretty blessed with the stream right now, with the people that come and watch and hang out with me. And I don't think I would ever want to have a stream that had like 50, 60, 70 people. Like, I just feel obligated to have to respond to everybody. When I have 3 or 4 people and they post some stuff up on there, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's like just having conversation with people, and I really enjoy that. So I'm hoping it stays that way. Hey, adding a few people here and there that come and go, is great too. So I would look forward to that, and who knows, maybe, because hey, we picked up AnimeFire, so that's good. We have our people that always show up, and man, I really look forward to it every single weekend. So this wasn't. It sounds silly and weird, but it wasn't an easy decision for me, even though it really won't affect anybody, but but myself. Here I am to clear my throat again. I really wasn't that bad yesterday either. No, I was actually really good yesterday. I had ham and mixed vegetables. Don't know why I'm clearing my throat, but whatever. So there you go. So I can repeat myself for 3 times. I am changing my weekend schedule. I'm going Saturday 8 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 4 p.m. And then Sundays I'm going to 10 to 2. 4 hours is a bit long for me. 3 is usually really good, but I figured, I'll make sure that I eat before I start, because there's no way I would be able to start without eating. And that's why I made it 10. I was going to do like 9 to 1 or something, but I'm like, that wouldn't work for me. I was also thinking about 11 to 3, but that's, for me, it's too deep into the afternoon. Like 3 is, can I still do something or not? Like, I don't know. 2, I'm like, yeah, I could definitely get some stuff done in the afternoon. So 10 to 2 it was. I just gotta make sure I eat around 9 and reheat my pizza around 9. So give me time to drop a deuce. And then no more of this weekend roundup thing, because no one really watches it. I don't blame them at all for not watching. So, yeah, so there you go. That's the news. That was earth-shattering news So, alright, give me the warning. Yeah, bitch. Steam air. Fuck you, Steam. Eat a dick and choke on it behind the shed. There you go. Not updating that. Alright, so let's make, since this is the weekend roundup, I'll just do my usual weekend roundup. This will be the last one of its kind. So, alright. That's the first time I actually heard the audio kick on and then cut off. What was that all about? So, come on. Here we go. Alright, so for the... what the... You automatically start recording every time you go live. What? Am I still streaming? What the fuck just happened? Oh, I guess I am. This thing just kicked on out of nowhere. It just said, "Oh, you're streaming." Brr, 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 brr. Oh, god damn it. Here comes copyright strikes. All the... Come on. Hello? It's been a hell of a morning already. There we go. Good afternoon, Osculim. So, here you go. This was my earth-shattering news this morning. I'm going to change my weekend schedule. I've been kicking around for a couple weeks, and I just decided I think this was the best idea. From 8 to 11 and 1 to 4, Sundays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So, gives me time in the morning to get stuff done, and then in the afternoon to get chores done and run around and do what I have to do, instead of having to struggle during the week, pick times and then probably take PTO from my work. And I'm not going to do this weekend roundup anymore. I sit here and I babble. I don't really go over anything. I get angry with myself because I can't stay focused like I'm doing right now. So, just no more of it. And I was just thinking about this, that I used to do about a 2-hour Friday stream. Then I did the Saturday morning and afternoon, that 3 hours each. And then Sunday morning and afternoon. And then Monday morning. That like... It's typical me when I get into something, I'm looking, oh my god, I love it. I go balls deep into it, and that's what I did. And I'm like reeling back a little bit, going, oh, okay, I need to calm down a little bit. It's literally taken over my life. Though I absolutely love it. There was nothing wrong with it. It's not really anything negative. I just really want to continue doing videos. Like I was saying earlier, is that Metal Skulls puts up 4 or 5 videos a week. I can't put up one? Like, that's... I mean, I really heavily edit my videos. Yeah, the one I have is... I'm 12 minutes in. I got 12 minutes of video. And I've probably worked on it around 5 hours. So, usually it's about 6 hours per video. So I work 6 hours to generate an 18, 19-minute video. So, there you go. Information you didn't need to know, but you got it anyways. So, there you go. Saturday, 8 to 11, 1 to 4. Sundays, 10 to 2. And no more weekend roundup. So, save us all from this babbling mess that I do on the weekends. Or on the Mondays. Oh, geez, I can't even... So, I did a few things. Oh, I would have liked to do a few more things. But hey... I really like this sword. I don't know why, I really do. It's just... I don't know, because it's just... It's not perfect. It's got its issues. But it looks like a real warrior sword. Like, that's what a warrior sword should look like. And yes, I'm 5 years old. Alright. But anyways, I made it into Superior. It added like 6 points of damage. And then I also did it for my Ebony crossbow. Added some damage to it too. But I think I'm going to be switching over from crossbow to bow once I find a really good scoped one. So, alright, so this is my last weekend roundup, so might as well do it as crappy as I've always done it. And probably doing it here is not the greatest idea.
Friend?
So let's sit here, so I don't end up seeing nakedness. Oh, pff, Jesus flipping!
Still here.
Alright. I was like, I'm gonna sit here so I don't see nakedness. What's the first thing I do? I see nakedness. I don't want to go outside because I'm gonna end up getting a goddamn dragon on my ass. This place has been a major spawn point for dragons, so. Yeah. Alright, so. Then we can talk, get rid of this stupid shield. Alright, so for the build, I don't think I did anything to the build. I didn't do a thing to the build. Not a damn thing this weekend. This is the first time in months that I haven't added anything to the build. So that part's easy. But it did crash. We were having a little problems crashing, and it was all random locations. Half of it was me dying, and then it loading back up, and then it would crash. That was about half of it. The other half was, oh, sorry, I'm in the way of everybody. Alright, I'm gonna go down to the low level. But other than that, it was just random locations. So, Jesus Christ. So, I mean, that was it. We crashed a few times here and there. Really wasn't that bad of a... Boy, everyone wants a piece of your ass. And this is half the reason why I'm stopping it.
What did you need?
And also the reason why I babble all the time, because I open up my game and I'm starting to talk and all these things are happening. Even though they're not necessarily crazy things happening, I still end up like, oh, what is that? Why are they doing that? Did they just run into her or what? Like, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying like I'm doing right now. Oh, crap. Oh. So. Alright, so that was it for the build. I mean, other than we crashed a few times, and that was that. So, it's probably going to be like that for a while. I'm not going to add much of anything to the build at all. I'm going to keep it the same. Another reason why I'm just chick-canning this Monday morning thing, because it's almost... I'd love doing the weekend stream, but this almost is like a chore. And I don't even know why I really started it. I think it was, again, along the lines of, oh, people can follow me and see when I put in a new mod, and I was always trying to put in the mods in the description and shit that I did so that they can follow me to see if there's, you know, what happened or what. And then I'm like, right at this point, I'm like, no one cares. A million people mod. So we'll just go over this and we can end this disaster of a stream. Discerning the transmune, whatever the flip that is. Yeah, we did that. We gotta give the lexicon back to Septimus. This really had everything to do, I believe, everything to do with Blackreach. Blackreach was dominant. Saturday was hodgepodge here and there, and Sunday was just 80-85% Blackreach and everything concerning Blackreach. So you like Blackreach, or you're curious about it, or like it, just you can watch it. It's actually pretty fun, except for towards the end on Sunday afternoon, and that's the reason why I'm shit-canning Sunday afternoons. I get, as my friend called it, streaming. Wow, my brain just shut off. It is so scary, man. My brain just shuts off, and I can't do anything about it right now. There's nothing I can focus on. Streaming fatigue, which I tried to look it up, and there really is not much about it, but I got to thinking, you do anything too much, you're going to get fatigued from it, so that's what it is. So, yeah, I probably am going to go back to Blackreach, for sure. I'm not doing that for quite some time. I am not, wow. I don't have the ambition to do that. I didn't take my Ritalin yet, and I am failing right now, big time. This thing is a pile of shit. 30, what do we need 30 for? I wish I could just get rid of that. Yeah, we did, I don't even know. I think we did this on Saturday. God, I love this song. So right now I'm in Oblivion. I'm in Skingrad. Sorry, my brain is bad right now. It like that, it flips a switch and it goes bad. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, duh. Why didn't I think about that? Just duh. And I got a shit ton of stuff to collect, show, collect, return, collect. I got a ton of stuff I got to do during the week. Just I'm not gonna do that on stream. So, the teleport. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Whoops. I love my Stream Deck, but sometimes I can hit a button and nothing happens, and other times I can just graze it and it changes. Like, it's not very... I'm not going to complain about it too much. I really like it. It does its job very well. It's very easy to use, too. The teleportation machine. Wow. Alright, there we go. That one was a glitchy mess. It was a pure glitchy mess. And, oh, Osculim. Oh, okay. Pick me up Radius. It sounds like something Metal Skulls would do. Pick me up Radius, and then his character starts smoking weed and eating snacks. So, pick me up. But you were talking about something yesterday because you were seeing it happen. It was a lag, but you called it something specific. And I'm spitting all over myself. What was it? Dialogue lag? Because I want to look it up and I want to make sure that I can shit can that. Because boy, that just script lag. Okay. Boy, that was difficult to... There you go. Script lag. Alright, so that's... I'll have to look into that and see how I can get the best way to stop that, because wow, that was weird. Like, I went to... Okay, and this is... Hold on, this we'll backtrack a little bit to the build here. Not that anyone cares, but, well, Osculim does. Yeah, that was one of the... We crashed a few times. It wasn't anything too bad. But this script lag was definitely something I should have talked about right out of the gate, because I would go to... well, it started out because Eerika had her lantern running thing, so I'd go over to her to give her a hug, and she didn't want to be hugged. I'm like, okay, fine. Well, I need to dump some stuff off. So I said, open up your bag. She wouldn't do anything. She just gave me the 3-dot treatment, and I'm like, oh, great. So I moved on. So we got to a point... okay. Papyrus. I've had that for a while, and I don't even know why I had it until I realized it had something to do with head tracking, And there was something else I think I didn't do anything with the second thing. Can't remember what it was, but I love the head tracking. So I just gotta maybe that will be the one thing I do over the week, is to find some bug fixes and stuff because that was a pain in the ass. Because when we finally got to this location, and it was chaos. The people weren't showing up. There's dragons flying around. There was goblins. There were Felmer. There were all these other, like, this craziness going on. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I'm trying to get to a spot, and all of a sudden, Eerika's inventory kept popping up. I'm like, Eerika, you're nowhere to be found. And then all of a sudden, I would transport right next to Eerika, and we'd hug a couple times. And I'm like, what? And that's when Osculim's like, yeah, that's script lag. So, great. Another thing you had to deal with. Papyrus utils. Alright. And that kind of... I'm not going to blame interesting NPCs, though they don't have a great track record with their quests. I have 2 or 3 of them that are just broke. They'll never work again. It has nothing to do with Papyrus. They're just poorly done. And it's hard for me to say, like, oh, it's shit, because they did it for free, and then it had to be a massive undertaking. But, man, some of them are just bad. Like, bad. And I'm just afraid that one of these are going to be game-breaking. I've been kicking around getting rid of it, but there are a couple things in here that I don't want to get rid of. I just thought of some last night, and I can't remember. There's a couple things with the interesting NPCs that if I got rid of it, they would go as well, and I'm like, I can't do that. So I think I'm just going to avoid interesting NPCs from now on. I'm just not going to do any more of them. Not even going to talk to them. If I see them, I'm just going to move on. They annoy the piss out of me anyways, because I'm a broken record, and they could easily have cut out half the dialogue. I realized I think interesting NPCs is almost a flagship for voiceovers. Okay. Okay, if I see anything like that, I will just pause and just wait for everything to catch up. Mustard. But yeah, I think it's more of almost like a resume edition for maybe people who are doing voiceovers. I would say 50% of them is really good. The other 50, not so well. The ones I was working with, this Dwarvenborn one, he's really good. But the 2 other ones, the teleportation machine, that wasn't good at all. They were blah, 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 and I understand they were trying to give it a certain feel, a certain, aspect to it, but it just wasn't working. Both of them were very unbelievable. So, unbelievably, I didn't believe them very much. My brain is shot right now. I can't believe I'm actually formulating sentences right now. So anyways, this was where everything kind of took a shit. But finally kind of caught up. Then the Dwarvenborn dude, who was pretty funny, he died. Though he did do something to the Dwemer machine. Yeah, looking back, I mean, there was a couple NPC ones that are really good. And if I didn't have all this other crap going on, and if I wasn't streaming, probably would enjoy it a heck of a lot more. But I'm sitting there just staring at a screen, listening to some person babble on about something that really isn't not that important. Like, I go through 5 different dialogue options. 1 or 2 actually mean something. The other 3, it's just filled with stuff I don't need to hear, and it does nothing to the game, doesn't add anything other than annoyance. So, yeah, I appreciate what they did. There's a lot of stuff to it that's fun. But then there's the point where whoever put the scripts together and all that needs to learn how to. Well, they must never have done a movie script or a TV script in their life. I've done 2 movies and a ton of TV stuff. I shouldn't say a ton. I'd say 5 or 6. Helped out with stuff and writing my own and stuff. And your first version's always huge. Mine's always huge. And then you almost cut it in half on your second go around, and then your third you cut it down even more. So they should have had that script, cut it down by like 40%, and then cut it down another 10-15% to a point that makes sense. But again, I think it was more, I think this is like a resume thing, because there are some real voiceover people in there, and I'm just wondering if that's just a way to keep things fresh and to, oh, hey, I did this on this video game, take a look, and this, you know, so I'm guessing that's probably what it is. Anyways, interesting NPCs, install it at your own risk. So yeah, so we got that done, and thank God we did that, because we just got the Elder Scroll. We went right back there, and he shit-canned it. Obviously, I'm sure if it flip-flopped that I had to go back there for the Elder Scroll would work, but, you know, whatever. And then outside of that was just chaos. Something's wrong with my Dwemer dragons. They just don't work right. God damn, it's 77 degrees. I woke up to 77 degrees. I'm like, what? Why is my air conditioning kicking on? And I look 78 degrees here. Nuts. Anyways, wow, I'm all over the place. So yeah, the dragons, the Dwemer dragons just don't work right in my game. They attack, and there's many times that I'm fighting a dragon, I just die instantly. Usually I'm right next to him. I'm tired of muting the damn thing, so. But with the Dwemer dragon, or the mechanical dragon, or whatever the fuck it's called, I'll die instantly. I'll be fighting a couple spiders. I'll be almost full health, and then I'll just instantly die. And it doesn't make any sense. And then I spawn again, and I'll probably die again. And then I come back in again, and then the Dwemer dragon disappears. So there's definitely issues with that, because I've stood in front of a Dwemer dragon, got full breath, and it almost took all my health, but it took a while for that to happen. So what exactly is it that's instantly killing me with these things? It's a glitch, whatever at least for my build, I'm guessing, because I went looking and there was nothing about that anywhere, so it's got to be my build. There's something in my build that the Dwemer dragons are. So there you go. That's the dragons. We did recover the Elder Scroll, as I mentioned before, right before the shit hit the fan on that. That was frustrating, because I was so obsessed with wanting to explore Blackreach, I totally forgot to do the one thing I needed to do. Which is no surprise to anybody who watches me. Osculim reminded me I was halfway back, and you did go up to the tower, right? And you did get the Elder Scroll. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't. And I know he lives in South Africa, but I could hear him slap his forehead from where I was sitting. We found a couple books, a couple writings. I hate these, the masquerading vampires. That was last week. But yeah, there's a reason why there's only 2 or 3 finished, because Blackreach. Blackreach was the dominant factor for this weekend, which is fine. I needed to do that anyways. And now I have access to it, so if there's any quests that revolve around it, I can get into that. So, so yeah, that's where we're at. And these clear-headed, I've found glassfish, but they're catfish glassfish. Boy, that's hard to say. I guess that's not what they want. So, yeah, most of this is just like I don't even know what to do with this one. That's broke. That's a NPC. One broke, and then there's one other one that broke too. So that was pretty much it for the weekend. Wasn't anything too exciting, but it was fun. And my build did pretty good. Like I said, there was a couple crashes here and there, but I don't know if there was a repeat offender. What I mean by that is, if it crashes, then crashes again right away. Usually it crashes and it was fine for an hour or so. So with that, I don't worry about too much. But when it crashes and then within minutes it crashes again, that's when I start to get worried. And I don't remember that happening this weekend, so that's good. That's good. So, all right, that about wraps up my babbling thing. This is the last time you will see this. So, because I'm not going to do it again. So, there you go. There you have it. So, appreciate you swinging by, Osculim, as always. I hope you had a good birthday. Did you have a good birthday? I mean, as much as you can with the damn load shedding. And another reason why I won't stop doing this is because I really should be working right now. I do most of my work between 6:30 and 2. Yeah, alright, well. My last birthday was extremely boring. I had like 2 people wish me a happy birthday, and that was it. Why did a lover's stone get removed? It just mentioned that lover's stone got removed. Yeah, that got removed. Yeah. Yeah, I love head tracking, man. I would really be disappointed if I lost head tracking. I would be very disappointed. So. Yeah, up in the corner it said lover's stone removed. Like, yeah, lover's stone removed a long time ago. Like when I gave the circlet to Anaka. So why all of a sudden is that happening? Yeah, something else is going on. So the reason I went this because it really looks good. Holy crap, Anaka! Yeah, it looks great. I just can't believe it's taking that long though. Like in game, like an hour of real time. That's nuts. So, all right, Oscar, I appreciate you swinging by. And yeah, I'm trying not to beg into your saves. Great. Is there anything to do to my saves? I mean, I have my clean saves, but when it pops up, it pretty much tells me the save is really good, so I don't do anything to it. Or I guess I can just log on and let the game go, you know? Let it catch up like I'm doing right now. It's weird watching my screen here. It looks like it's stuttering, and my game is super smooth. So I'm pretty sure that is the game or my connection, though I can't believe my connection would be doing that. I have like 400 megabits down, so there should be no reason why it's stuttering. Alright, Oscar, I really appreciate everything, hanging out with me. I hope Metal Skulls is okay. It's very unlike him to not be here. The one time I really wanted him to be here, he wasn't. That is how it works. So, but I'm gonna get going so I can get back to work. And yeah, said. So, hope you have a good rest of the week. You know, make sure I want to see some updates in the Discord if you get a chance. I want to see some of the screen captures. And I'm trying not to fill the main section now with all my stupid Instagram stuff. I put it into the, I'm gonna start putting it into a clip thing so people don't have to rifle through that. So, all right, man. Again, you have a good week, and I expect to see some stuff in the Discord. Take care.